A very good morning to all my dear students. Today we are just going to do the exercise of this very lesson. That is the unit third's first section of the first chapter. That is Robbie my robot. So here we have first is that comprehensions questions. Here the A section says answer the following questions. Here question number 1 is what is Robbie? Robbie is a robot and he just belongs to the master Sunny, right? Sunny is the master of Robbie. Robbie is a robot. And second one is what does triple nine XHA stands for? Here, triple nine stands for the year of manufacture in which the Robbie was manufactured, that is 1999, and XA denotes for the deluxe, which denotes the you can say super quality of that product, and H and A here refers to the house appliances. So here triple nine XHA stands for the following which I just told you now. Here third question says who was Isaac Asimov? Isaac Asimov was who was Isaac Asimov? We have just got the answer here that he was a famous science fiction writer. I hope this has been clear to you. Who was Asimov? Asimov was a famous science fiction writer who has just given the three laws for the robots in the robotics, you can say. Now, here the fourth question say, how does Robbie help Sunny? How does he help? Actually, Robbie helped Sunny in many ways. Whenever Sunny order him to bring anything from kitchen or hall, whatever be the things will be there, then he never you can say no because it always come back and brings anything what Sunny want to you can say eat whatever the Sunny wants to do. So you have to you can say find out these very extracts from the passage. So here fifth point says why is Sunny not scared of Robbie? Because Robbie is working under the three robotics laws, and Sunny not scared of Robbie because Sunny always you can say Robbie always follow those rules. What are those rules? These are the Isaac Asimov's law of robotics, and you have to mention all these three laws of um, you can say robotics. That's why Sunny was feeling secure with Robbie, and Robbie has all the features which can be recommended to anyone. So that's why this is the reason why Sunny is not scared of Robbie the robot. Now here the second and the B section of the comprehension is says write true or false about Robbie. Now here the true or false we have to mention. First is that it is a man like machine. Yes, it is a man like machine. Because Robbie is just working like a man, you can say not even like man but more than the expectations of a man. He's just liking a machine. Second is it helps in household work. Yes, he was just helping out, it is true. Third is Shamu is also a robot. That is false. Fourth one is robots can be dangerous if misguided. Yes, this is true. Fifth is Asimov is a scientist. No, this is false because Asimov is a science fiction writer. So here is next is the language skills. Read the following sentences. Now here the first sentence is Shamu said robot is a servant. Here in the first sentence we have just come to know that here Shamu is the you can say as here Shamu is a you can say reporting verb, and Robbie is a servant. In the first of the sentence is a reported speech. So in the B of the part of this very language skill, here says Shamu, which is just enclosed in the inverted comma, said Robbie is a servant. Here's Robbie said means said Robbie, whatever be the mean is mean to be same. This is reporting verb, and Shamu is a servant is a reported speech. So here is a difference. We have to mention all these questions. And the question number 1 says, do these questions have the same meaning? So we have to mention no. This sentence does not mean the same. Second question is says, what is the difference in their meaning? both the sentence do not convey the same meaning, because in the first sentence, who is the Shamu is the speaker, and here just conveying a speech that is Robbie, about a Robbie, that is Robbie's servant. And the next of the B section, the B part, you can say, here Robbie is the person who is speaker, but the reported speech here about the Shamu. So in the first sentence, Shamu कहता है, शामू ने कहा कि रोबी एक सर्वेंट है. दूसरे में कहा, रोबी ने ये कहा कि शामू एक सर्वेंट है. तो हमें ये डिफरेंस पता करना है कि किस तरीके से शामू ने फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में रोबी को सर्वेंट कहा है, दूसरे सेंटेंस में रोबी ने शामू को सर्वेंट कहा है. तो दोनों में ही अलग अलग मीनिंग्स जा रहे हैं. सो देन व्हाट इज़ द रीज़न? Reason is that here in the first sentence, reporting verb lies with the Shamu said, and Robbie is a servant is a reported speech. But here reporting verb in the second sentence is said Robbie said, and Shamu is a servant is reporting reported speech. So you have to write down this region. It is the change position of punctuation marks that's made the difference in the meaning. So here, now basically we have done what is the main difference of these two, because this is the example of the narration, and these are the reporting verb and reported speech. I here give an example in which you have to confirm, or you have to make sure that what do you mean by the reporting verb here, and what part of the particular sentence is reporting verb and reported speech. Because it's generally to be said that before inverted commas and simply comma, you can say, these two are the punctuation mark which just occur in between the narration or the reported speech, you can say. So here we come to know that the first part before the inverted commas is known to be the reporting verb, and the area or the sentence which is enclosed inside the inverted commas, that will be considered to be the reported speech. So we have just done with this. Now let's go ahead, and we have to come across with this, that rewrite the following sentences putting capital letter, commas, full stops and questions, make a mark in the correct place. So we have to you can say do the corrections in the following sentences. For example, here one is given: a long time ago there was a storyteller whose name was Aesop. He told lots of stories called fables. Fables are stories with a moral. Stories with a moral. A moral is a piece of good advice about how to behave. I will tell you from the example which I have just taken out the first point. Here, A will be a long time. Here, A will be in capital, right? Ago. After ago, we have to put the comma. There was a storyteller whose name was Aesop. Aesop's A will be capital here. Then you have to put the punctuation mark, that is dot or full stop, and after that he will be capital H. H letter will be the capital of the word he. Told lots of stories called fables, right? So we have just already done this, and fables, after that fables we have to put the full stop mark or the punctuation mark of full stop. After that, here fables started with the small letter, but we have to change that particular small letter with the capital one, that is fable. Fables are stories with a moral. Now after moral we have to put the full stop. After that, A will be capital. Moral is a piece of good advice and how about to behave. So after that behave, we have to put the full stop point. So I hope this has been clear to you. You have to listen my videos throughout the you can say on the repeating mode, but generally you will found so much relatable what I said in it, because this is a thing in which we have to change the sentences with putting the capital letters, commas, full stops and question marks wherever we required on the correct place. After that, the second point here says, my brother and I went to David's birthday party on Friday. Everyone had a good time, David, and 12 candles on his cake, and everyone sang the happy birthday song when he blew them out. So what you have to do, you have to remain, you can say, keep this very thing in your mind, that you have to change, you have to maintain the changes with the capital letter. Remember, one is capital letter, other is comma, full stop, and question. There are 4 punctuation marks are given, which we have to correct the sentence with particular these punctuation marks. So here, my brother, here M will be capital, and I always used to capital I. Went to David's, D, small d will be turned into D, because this is into the capital D, because David is a noun. A birthday party on Friday. After that there will be full stop, and here everyone, the E of everyone will be capital here. Had a good time, David. It means after time we have to put the you can say a full stop, that is punctuation mark. After that, David will be you can say the D of the David will be changed into the capital D, that is capital DAVID. Had 12 candles on his cake, and everyone sang the happy birthday song when he blew them out. That means we have to put the last you can say a full stop in the last of the things. So here, after birthday song, we have to put the comma. So like this, you have to maintain all these things. After that, third point here says the solar system has 8 planets. After that planets, we have to put the full stop. They, then T will be the capital of they are Mercury. Mercury will be capital because it's also a noun, because it's the name of the planet. And after that, Venus, in between Mercury and Venus there will be comma, and there will be the V become capital of Venus, then comma. The capital E will become here on the first of the letter as Earth. So Mars, after that Earth, after Earth you have to put the comma, and all the you have to change the first letter of each planet with the capital letter, because they held the position of noun, and in between you have to put the comma. And Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And Neptune, after that you have to put the full stop, because the line has been make the complete sense. After that, Mercury, in this you have to make the capital M. You have to put, you can say exchange the particular small letter with the M, because this is also a noun, is the capital planet, and Jupiter is the largest. So you have to put the capital J instead of small j in the Jupiter in the last line. I hope this has been clear to you. Now you have to write it down in your notebook. After that, there is another session, that B of language skills. Read the following sentences. Here A indicates I need to be scared of you. It means we have to put some kind of things which will come to know after reading 3 of these questions. Here B says, oh, I mean by standing tight. C, note at present, Robbie, thanks. What do you notice about these sentences? आपने इन sentences में क्या notice किया है? They all are exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences expresses strong feelings or emotions. Now आपने example देख लिए हैं किस तरीके से exclamatory sentences में exclamation जो sign है वो आता है, लगाया जाता है. Now you have to change. You can say all these 5 questions regarding that. Now I will tell you that how the exclamation mark will be putting out there in a sentence whenever you want. Actually, exclamatory sentences are those sentences which express the strong feeling and emotions, right? That means we have to gather all these strong feelings and emotions to exclaim something or exclaim any sentence. So here, I hope you will soon be well. So what you have to say? Are you thinking that is there any kind of exclamation word? No. So we have to put the exclamation mark in the end. They are making a great noise. It means we are putting the exclamation mark at the end. It is very hot today. You have to put the exclamation mark in the last. I need your help immediately. Put the exclamation mark in the last. I want you to be the fast. You have to do this. It means if I will change all these things into the simple exclamatory, then it will be turned into the that we will put only exclamation in the last. But not, simply you have to totally change these sentences into exclamatory sentences. Remember this, students. Don't follow the first pattern, because I want to make a difference from the first and second, these two. So here the first refers to the I hope you will soon be well, right? I hope, or you can say you can put the oh no, right? So I hope you will be well soon. Then after put that the exclamation mark. Then they are making great noise. Ah, then exclamation, they are making a great noise, right? Then you have to put you can put the exclamation even word, and after that you can put the exclamation mark. Here the third verse is, it is very hot today. Oh, it is very hot today. Oh, right? Oh, then exclamation mark, it is very hot today. Fourth, I need your help immediately. Listen, I need your help immediately. Listen, after listen you can put the exclamation mark. 5, I want you to be fast. I want you to be fast. Then exclamation, I want you to be fast. Or you can simply change it as I want you to be fast, then exclamation. After that the word power will be here. Here the first A section says that look at the following words from the text: inaction or misguided, right? Inactions and misguided. The colored letters in each of the word above are known as prefix, and the prefix in is miss, and miss usually give a negative opposite meaning. Remember this. Whenever you find out any prefix like in and miss in the starting of this very word, then it will give you the negative and opposite meaning. So यहाँ अगर मैं बात करूँ तो in और जो miss हैं, ये दो वर्ड ऐसे हैं, दो prefix हम जिन्हें कहते हैं, तो ये सेंटेंस के यानी कि वर्ड के स्टार्टिंग में लगते हैं और ये एक नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट देते हैं, पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट देते हैं. Now find out the meaning of the following words with and without prefix. Now you have to find out the meaning with prefix and without prefix. This is the task for you, students. You can search out and you can Google it from your phone, and you have to give me this activity written down on your own paper, and or you can say on your notebook, rough notebook, and you will send it to me. After that there is a B part. Look at the colored word in the following sentences. Here, that's fine, that means Robbie. I knew it is so, but I thought I would reassure myself. The word reassure is made from the word assure by adding prefix dash before it. The meaning of re is dash again, right? What we have to do here? Now here he has given that reassure, right? Here re has been given because this has been included as the prefix, which has just adding in a word to make some changes either in a negative or in a positive manner, or it may be repetitions type. So here the reassure means the word reassure is made up from the assure by adding here blank is given, right? So we have to write it here, that is re, adding prefix. यहाँ prefix क्या है? reassure, राइट? यहाँ लिखा हुआ है कि reassure वर्ड से, कौन से वर्ड से बना है? assure से, जिसमें हमने prefix ऐड किया है वो है re. So यहाँ फर्स्ट ब्लैंक में क्या आएगा? re. Now the meaning of re is dash again. The meaning of re is dash again. It means repeat again, right? Whenever the prefix re will come any of the anywhere in the sentence, then you have to prepare your mind to make it that it is talking about some kind of repetition. After that, now make new words by adding re before the words given below. Write their meanings and use them in your own words, right? So you have to pay all these things with the re, like you have to add the prefix like repay. It means to pay again. After that you have to recall. Then it means recall means to remember something, right? After this, rethink, rewrite, review, and retold. Here you have to retell will be here. So you have to capture all these things in your mind, and you have to put all the sentence, you can say word with their meanings in, and use them in your own sentences, whatever will come in your mind after getting the meaning out of them. So this is all about the exercise we have done. So you have to do this small exercise in your you can say fair notebook. But if you feel any kind of question and doubt in your mind, then you can call me at any time, Mita, and after that we can consult with your own doubts. And I hope this has been clear. And if you find any kind of difficulty, just feel free to contact me at any time. Thank you.